Hi YouTube, Coinpicker here. These are my bank teller finds for the last month or so. And on one occasion, while I was picking up some rolled coins for my coin roll hunting and was talking to a young teller regarding coin collecting, he offered me these 3 Ike dollars. Now, these might not seem much to our viewers to the south, but in Canada, we rarely see large American coins at our banks. So they were put off to the side at the branch, and he offered to me for face value for $3 Canadian, so at par. And what came along was an interesting story that the teller told me. He was in charge of rolling up and sorting out the coins after a fundraising event at the bank. And he basically described that he found one interesting dollar coin and basically described it to me as a Morgan dollar. But he didn't recall the year, but he thought it looked interesting. So he actually exchanged it with a dollar from his pocket. So I asked him, to find out the year and let me know next time I drop by the branch. So that would be very interesting. But he did offer me these 3 coins from his wicket, and he was debating whether he should keep it for himself. But I explained to him, these are clad dollars, not silver dollars, and he wasn't much of a collector, so he just offered it to me. So what we have here is a 1971 Denver Mint Ike dollar. And then here we have one from 1972, also Denver Mint. But I did notice some doubling in some of the lettering. So minor error coin, pretty neat. And the third one is from 1977, also D Mint mark. And then today, Coinpicker Jr. and I went to a few banks to pick up some rolled coins. And one bank, after I asked them if I can go through their mutilated or obsolete banknotes, they were pretty strict with their policy of not reissuing older notes. But the strangest thing was, I was just expecting maybe an old note or a couple old notes from the 1954 series, or between that and all the way up to the 1990 series. But before we left, we grabbed a couple bundles of coins. The teller asked me, "Oh, would you be interested in a $1,000 bill?" I thought, $1,000 bill. I thought they're obsolete. Couldn't be, circulated again to the public. But no, he offered me this bill, which there's 3 light folds in it. It's a $1,000 bill from 1954. It's the modified version, so no devil's face. And it's the Lawson and Bowie signatures. And I asked him, you didn't allow me to purchase the old series that you keep aside to be sent back to the Bank of Canada for destruction. Why would you offer me a $1,000 note? And it was really interesting. He said, basically they have to accumulate a bundle of 100 notes of that denomination, or each denomination, before they could send it out for destruction back to the Bank of Canada. But they only had this one note, and basically he told me they rarely come in, and basically the note will stay in their bank vaults almost indefinitely, because what's the likelihood that they would accumulate 100 $1,000 bills, which would be $100,000. So they sold it to me for face value, and it sort of made sense. So they sort of bent the rules because they knew they would never be able to get rid of this note through the proper channels. So looked up this note, and in this condition, which I deemed extra fine condition because there is those 3 light fold marks, it catalogs about slightly over 10% of face value. So it's like $1,150. So what is that? 11.5%? Anyways, for now, for the time being, it'll stay in my collection until I decide, what to do with it. Perhaps I'll sell it for that bit of premium or bring it back to the bank. I don't know. But it's cool to have for the time being. Totally wiped out my coin roll hunting budget. But how often do you see a $1,000 bill? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Coinpicker out.